Hi guys, welcome to another audio video, and I'll be reading Deuteronomy 8 of the King James Version Bible. And it reads, All the commandments which I command thee this day shall ye observe to do, that ye may live and multiply and go in and possess the land which the Lord sware unto your fathers. And thou shalt remember all the way which the Lord thy God led thee these 40 years in the wilderness, to humble thee, and to prove thee, to know what was in thine heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. And he humbled thee, and suffered thee to hunger, and fed thee with manna, which thou knewest not, neither did thy fathers know, that he might make thee know that man doth not live by bread only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord doth man live. Thy raiment waxed not old upon thee, neither did thy foot swell these 40 years. Thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chasteneth his son, so the Lord thy God chasteneth thee. Therefore thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, and to fear him. For the Lord thy God bringeth thee into a good land, a land of brooks and water, of fountains and depths that spring out of valleys and hills, a land of wheat and barley, and vines and fig trees and pomegranates, a land of oil, olive, and honey, a land wherein thou shalt eat bread without scarceness. Thou shalt not lack anything in it, a land whose stones are iron, and out of whose hills thou mayst dig brass. When thou hast eaten and art full, then thou shalt bless the Lord thy God for the good land which he hath given thee. Beware that thou forget not the Lord thy God, in not keeping his commandments and his judgments and his statutes which I command thee this day, lest when thou hast eaten and art full, and hast built goodly houses and dwelt therein, and when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and thy silver and thy gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast is multiplied, then thine heart be lifted up, and thou forget the Lord thy God, which brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage, who led thee through that great and terrible wilderness, wherein were fiery serpents and scorpions and drought, where there was no water, who brought thee forth water out of the rock of flint, who led thee in the wilderness with manna, which thy fathers knew not, that he might humble thee, and that he might prove thee, to do thee good at thy latter end. And thou say in thine heart, My power and the might of mine hand hath gotten me this wealth. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant which he sware unto thy fathers, as it is this day. And it shall be, if thou do at all forget the Lord thy God, and walk after other gods, and serve them, and worship them, I testify against you this day, that ye shall surely perish. As the nations which the Lord destroyeth before your face, so shall ye perish, because ye would not be obedient unto the voice of the Lord your God. Alright, so this chapter, very short, very informative, very strong warning. Do not forget the Lord. Yet again, it's being reiterated here. Do not forget the Lord. Do not boast, exalt yourself above God. Do not say you have attained the wealth that you have. by your own hands. Do not say you've attained and achieved everything you have by your own hand. It is not your will, but God's will why you were able to. Because we can be mighty as we want to be, we can be as smart as we want to be, and we still achieve nothing. Unless God is in our midst, then we are nothing. Okay? And we ought to remember that always. And God is reminding them, I was the one that fed you manna. I mean, when you walked in the wilderness, your feet did not swell. Can you imagine walking around for 40 years? I mean, just standing for an hour, your feet are sore and your feet start getting swollen. But here it is that Moses is reminding them that, okay, throughout all this time, 40 years, you've been walking around in the desert, in the wilderness, sorry, not desert, wilderness, and your feet have not been swollen. You've never lacked anything. You've always had. You've never been at a want for anything because God always provided. It was not by your power why you have prevailed, but because of the power of God and because of the awesome might of God. And He was the one that smote those that stood against you. He's the one that when you were in doubt, when you were in troubles and you were saying to yourself, how am I going to get out of this? And you definitely see no way out. He's the one that made a way for you. He's the one that made that way clear. It wasn't by chance. It wasn't mere luck. It was not mere luck. It was not anything that you did. It was not your neighbor that came and helped you. It was God moving through your neighbor to come and help you. And God can use even the devil to bless you. I mean, there was this video, I think it was so impactful because it showed, and it's a little story that a lot of people, say all the time, that God uses even your enemies to bless you. Let Him use your enemies and bless you if you continue to actually recognize Him as your personal Lord and Savior. He will do that. But if you fail to, then He will utterly destroy you and cause damnation to come your way. Alright guys, have yourselves a blessed day until the next video. Oh guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification, okay? So you're alerted whenever a new audio video is posted. Have yourselves a blessed day. Bye.